undisputed lightweight champion of the world, Devin the Dream Haney. The new. Anywhere you want. Here. Come here.
How's it feel, Devin?
First off, I thank Allah. Alhamdulillah. Without Allah, there's none of this would have happened. I want to thank Melbourne, all the people in Melbourne that came out, all the people in Australia that came out in general. It was a hell of a turnout. When I came out, it was crazy. I looked around, I was like, damn. And then when I seen all the fire, I'm like, let's go. It's time to go to work. So thank you all the media. Thank you everybody. Thank you George for this opportunity. A lot of these guys at the top, they wouldn't give me my shot. I've been begging for my shot for a long time now, and I finally got my shot. And I got a lot of jury here.
Devin, it's amazing what you've done here tonight. It was an incredible show. Thank you so much for coming out and putting on that performance. You got a lot of hardware, and most importantly, you got your father next to you, which was a wonderful thing to see happen. How important was that for you and your corners during the fight?
Yeah, more importantly, more than anything, more than the belts and anything, I wanted to go in the war with my father. Whether it was for 1 belt, 2 belts, however many belts, it was more important for my dad to be there, and it was a blessing that he was able to come in the day before the fight. So it was a hell of an experience. I'm happy that me and him accomplished it together. We've talked about this since we was 8, 9 years old. So this is a dream come true for the both of us.
How difficult was it to keep George off you? You did have a lot of success with the jab all throughout the fight. How difficult was it to keep him off you? Because he does fight at a high pace and he does throw pretty quick.
I wouldn't say it was hard to keep him off me. Honestly, I just was staying relaxed. I could have picked it up, but I just wanted to. I knew that I was, in his backyard, so I just wanted to stay smart and fight my fight. So it really wasn't. It was more like when I wanted to fight. I was fighting him at my rhythm and taking away his best attributes, and that's what I did. I wouldn't say that he had anything that was like. He never showed that he was like on me. So for you to say, oh, to keep him off me, that's like kind of like left field.
My body does not feel like I've been through a 12-round war, like I was with a Lopez fight, because
your face looks like it. So your face looks like it.
that's just a few marks. But if you jump in there with me too, you'll be the same. Hey, look, I'm the man in the arena. At the end of the day, I'll make this happen. If I didn't choose this, to protect records, I could have fought an easy fight, and look at me, I knocked someone out 2 rounds. But I take the risk, and that's part of the risk. You take risk, you reap reward. But it's not tonight, and all the best. And you sure that the adversity that I've got to go through now, I'll be back hungrier than ever.
George, where did it go wrong?
Now, George, stylistically, have you got thoughts on what you need to change up to beat him in a rematch?
Yeah, I know what I've got to do to beat him in the rematch. We had them game plans. Unfortunately, we couldn't implement the way we wanted to. The ref did let a few things go as well, which should have been, pulled up a touch. But it is what it is. I'll go back to the drawing board with my team, and congratulations to Devin Haney and his team for the win. They came all the way out here, like I did with Lopez, and they got the win today. But I'll be back.
George, where did it go wrong?
If so, when and where would you like to have it?
As soon as possible. We'll do it tomorrow if you want. I feel great, so it is what it is, and hopefully at the end of the year, November, we do it again. Look, I gave him the shot. No one else was going to give him a shot. There was too much politics involved for him and Lopez and him and Lomachenko. I straight away was a man of my word, and I said, okay, let's just make sure it made sense. Obviously, he's going to want to make sure it makes sense on his end, but let's get it done. And let's give the fans a great fight. Let's fight.
George, where did it go wrong for you, and do you feel you were as sharp as you were against Lopez?
Yeah, look, I was sharp in points. I landed some very good shots. I hurt him a few times. I felt like every time I landed clean, he was hurt. So, he just fought his game off that jab. He just boxed off that jab and did his holding. He did hold a lot. He did hit low. Every time I tried to exchange, he got into that hip. So, it is what it is.
Did he do anything you didn't expect? Did he do anything you didn't expect in there or didn't plan for?
Yeah. Look, I thought he would have fought a little bit more, but He's a good fighter. Don't get me wrong. He's a good fighter. This is a high level. You know, it was a high level chess match. I tried to make it a little bit more aggressive. He boxed his fight, and the judges had him the winner tonight. And all respect to him and his team. And this is boxing. Like I said, I'm here never to protect the record. I've had a hard journey, as we know. We've been through the hardest journey I feel in boxing, and you know, I give him his applause tonight. Humble in defeat, and and victory as well.
It seems like your style is, you know, something that George is going to struggle with unless he was to change something drastically. Do you think there's anything that George can throw at you that would help him win a rematch?
I mean, what kind of question is that?
Well, let me word it differently.
What would I say? Oh yeah, he could. If he does this, he could win a rematch. Like, come on now. No, there's nothing that he could do to you can at least have success better than rematch, but win, that's like left field once again. But he, at the end of the day, you know, he has to go back to the drawing board and, you know, make adjustments. I can't really say what exactly, because anything that he does, I'm gonna be prepared for it. Like I said before the fight, he was saying a lot, but I said I would handicap him of his best attributes, and that's what I did. He really didn't land any clean, solid shots, and yeah. And if you look at my face right here, obviously we all know that my cut man couldn't make it in. He got stuck at customs, and I had to get a replacement, which, you know, I appreciate him coming in and stepping in, but I didn't have an inswell. Boxed the whole fight. I never had an inswell the whole fight, which, you know, I make no excuses, but, you know, we were headbutting, and but that's what caused this swelling on my arm.
What was it like coming out to such animosity from the entire crowd? They were pretty vocal in being against you. How did that feel?
Yeah, it didn't feel that bad. Like I said, when I first came out, they were kind of booing me, but they were cheering. I was hearing cheers and boos at the same time. So it was a hell of an experience. It was like crazy, but I silenced the crowd pretty much. I didn't really hear the crowd too much. Like maybe when I had tripped, they had went crazy. Excuse me, but other than that, it was crazy. The fans were crazy, hell of an experience, and a dream come true.
Devin, congratulations on your win, mate. Where do you think this puts you in the pound-for-pound rankings now that you're undisputed lightweight champion?
I mean, I gotta be, you know, high up on the pound-for-pound list, because if you think about it, they said the lightweight division was the best division in boxing, and they said it over and over. 4 young kings, this, that, but there is only one top guy in the lightweight division. There is no more dispute, no more this, no more that. I have everything you can possibly get. Email, franchise. No matter if you like it or not, I'm still the email champ and the franchise champ.
Congratulations on putting on this incredible event here. It's because of you that we're all here. Looking at the jab and how that just was able to kind of neutralize, how do you, is it maybe footwork you got to work on to get into to move it, head movement? What is it that you were lacking that he was able to land in?
I think when I started to apply the pressure in certain points of the fight, we saw how uncomfortable he was. I tried to bank on my counter punch, because as we know, I'm very destructive as a counter puncher as well. But he just worked that jab, you know, better than what I did with my jab, and got off a few times when I should have, you know, put the pace a little bit more. But we saw when I started putting the pace, you know, he was in a point where he would hold, hitting with good shots, and I thought I was never hurt in the fight, not once. He was hurt, I feel, multiple times to the body, and with some good shots to the head as well. But you know, that's what it's about. You know, he boxed well. You know, he used what he had to do to win the fight, and it is what it is. You know, he got the win tonight, and I'm sure I'll bounce back.
I know you got a lot of criticism, and you kind of mentioned it about, you know, the belts and how you got it. How much of a validation is this for you to kind of look at those people and just stick your middle finger at them and say, look, I proved you guys wrong?
Yeah, I mean, this is very, like, this is a great feeling that, you know, everybody that was doubting me, everybody that said this and that, they came up with this email champ thing, and now email champ is the top dog, undisputed. Yes, there's no dispute. You cannot dispute any title, but it comes after everything that I have here. So this is a dream come true, and I couldn't thank God enough for this. And yeah, it's fuck all them, like I said, because fuck them. I'm the top dog now.
Yeah, man.
Devin, if George wants a rematch here back in Melbourne or Sydney, Brisbane, if he wanted that, he was able to enact that clause, that contract, would you happily have a rematch here in Melbourne?
I mean, it's really up to my team. We want to come up with something that makes sense. You know, to Bob, my dad, to you know, come up with a game plan. You know, everything got to make sense. But if they're up for it, then I'm up for it. But like I said, you know, this is a business. And before the fight, he told me, you know, it got to make sense. And we did. I made sure me and my team made sure that we did everything that for it to make sense. Whether I had to take, you know, less money, whether we had to travel, whether I had to come without my dad. You know, we made a lot of sacrifices to make the fight happen. And it all paid off.
Devin, what about Loma? Is he on your horizon? Is he someone that you want to take down?
Of course, you know, like I said, I will fight anybody. I am a true fighter. I will fight anybody. Whoever it is, they're all on my hit list still. With me being the top guy, I'm still aiming for the biggest fights possible. And whoever's next, you know, we talked about them, and we'll see.
Question is for Devin. How does it feel to be undisputed?
I mean, this honestly, I don't even feel like it. Just like it's like a dream, really. Like it hasn't even sunk in yet. I dreamed of this moment for many years, and like I always thought, like, damn, I'm gonna cry. Like, I'm gonna cry. But like,
bust a tear.
Yeah, but it just really hasn't sunk in yet. But I'm just happy that my dad is here to accomplish this with me. It's a blessing. And thank you to the Victorian government, to Bob. Thank you to my lawyer John. Thank you to Top Rank Floyd. Thank you to everybody that did everything to make this happen. I'm thankful.
Final question for George or Jimmy.
Actually, that guy said about my face too, so you're not very liked at the moment, my friend.
Thanks, guys.
We're good. I've got a question, George. How much are you looking forward to bouncing back better and bigger and better, mate?
Yeah, look, I've been through the adversities many times, so look, true champions bounce back. The greats, Muhammad Ali's, my idol Duran, all these guys bounce back, and that's what makes their legacy. So this is what's written for me today, and I will bounce back hungrier than ever, and that's what it's about. The best find the best. So
The greatest beauty of boxing is not the fact that people get knocked down; it's that they get up.
yes,
And it's what you do when you get up.
and I was
And
knocked
George
down.
Kambosos will get up. He's already up.
I was knocked down by Teofimo. I got up and won them championships, and today, obviously, I was not knocked down in the ring. I've never really hurt, but in defeat, yes, I'm knocked down, and I will bounce back. You know, and thank you to the whole country, the whole of America. Thank you, thank you, Bob, my team. Obviously, my father co-manager Kambosos, my other co-manager Peter Khan, and ultimately, no one believed in us for a very long time. We had to prove that to win these championships on overseas, and again they're going to doubt us, but that probably just lit up the flame even more. So I'll be back.
Last question.
Well, one more question.
You recently took your shahada last year. How Islam has affected your boxing?
Yeah. Islam has changed my life, not only, you know, my boxing, but my life, you know, and I'm so blessed, alhamdulillah. You know, it changed my life, and a lot of you know, people around me as well. So a lot of people have took their shahada around me, and I'm so blessed, alhamdulillah.
I have a question. I have one question.
One more.
Last one.
One more for my sister. Thank you. Thank you guys so much. Thank you to all the media. Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Lou. Thank you, Dad. Thank you to my tremendous team. Everybody played a huge part in this, and I definitely could have did it by myself. So thank you guys.
How do you feel today, Bob? How do you feel, Bob? How do you feel today? What do you think about Devin?
Man. Get on the internet. Thank you, Melbourne. Thank you, Melbourne.
Team Haney!
You're getting that present. Text me the address when we